My product that I submitted to as seen on TV, we call it a stand tall back hugger. The device is primarily to provide axial tensioning of the spine. For those with back problems, you can go to a chiropractor and he can use a very expensive table, and with the help of a technician can provide such tensioning under very tight controls. But for the individual who just needs to strengthen his back and it does not have a severe problem, that we think this device will greatly strengthen his back, improve his breathing, and help him to rehabilitate his back.
So tell me about how it was submitting through the contest.
Well, the contest, once I had submitted a application for my provisional patent, it was very easy to pick off sections from that and make the application for as seen on TV. It was really no problem, and very straightforward as far as their interest in what you saw as the competitive value, about the benefits, and to describe the product.
Tell me the difference in how some products that you have that didn't make the contest, that you were told no, and then versus this one that you did make it.
An image license I have a patent on from several years ago. I'm kind of focused on one at a time, and this particular application was because that my family had back problems, and I had open heart surgery, and I thought there was a need to improve the rehabilitation of the back after being in intensive care.
What was the next step after you were told they wanted to look at your product?
After they told me they had wanted to pursue it, the main thing then was to meet with Ed Wahlberg and to determine whether the prototype was satisfactory, and he had some very different ideas on how they might market it, rather different from what some of my concepts had been. So I had met with Steve Pope, in fact, to see about trying to get a prototype done. And with his recommendations, I found a seamstress, and we built a prototype that seemed very satisfactory to Ed Wahlberg. And so he decided let's try to go on with the process, and so he sent me an agreement that basically spelled out their test period over 90 days, and then what the subsequent agreement might be when they wholesale marketed it to major distributors.
Wonderful. So what are your hopes?
Well, my hopes are that it will even sell the minimum quantity that they are looking at, and since it may appeal to a very broad market, and with the advantage of their being able to take the development of the product and get it down to a low cost and a low price point, there's a possibility it could be a rather rewarding situation for me and for them.
How long have you been coming to these meetings, and what's the value of this group?
I've been coming for over 4 years. I think the main thing has been from the various speakers. You get lots of ideas about what it really takes to market and have a successful venture. And from all the other people that are working on products, especially from the SNAP sessions, I think you're going to get a good idea of the effort that goes into making it happen, and the perseverance that's necessary. And so you just have to glean on some good ideas as far as where you can get help, and just take one step at a time. And luckily, we came up with something that was appealing to as seen on TV.